Hey guys, how's it going? So we're going to talk a little bit about this Revv G2 pedal. I find it to be a really fascinating boost, and well, you guys will see here in a minute. That sounded pretty good, right? At least I hope. Hope the performance wasn't too completely terrible, but hey, that's what I'm here for, right? To give you some kind of realistic, non-pre-recorded kind of stuff for testing gear. Maybe I'll get around to doing the pre-recorded stuff to really show how it sounds in a mix and stuff like that, but for now, no. Anyway, we're just going to play around with this, have some fun. I think it's a really, really, really cool pedal. It's a very cool boost pedal. Sorry if my kid runs in here, by the way. She's running around with Grandpa and Mama, but she gets away sometimes, so incredibly sorry. I don't want to record this again, so hopefully it just goes right. If not, you're going to have to deal with the kid, so if I have to deal with the kid, you got to deal with the kid, right? Get a little bit of whispering in your ear. Anyway, let's get on with the pedal here. Let's not get so weird. So this has a lot of freaking features. A lot. And we're going to tackle them all because it's really, really cool. I mean, listen to this thick, chuggy. Now listen to it without. I mean, that's pretty noticeable, to be honest. We'll turn the gate off, too, just to... I mean, that's quite chuggy. Now, I'm running this through the front of my Axe-Fx again. I'll be running all these pedals that I've been testing, and as you all will know, I recorded a video with this and the G3 pedal. Big spoiler, yeah, I do the G3 pedal as well, and the G3 pedal by itself. Those will be coming out soon, but I did the video. I even mentioned that I recorded them before I did this video, and I will be doing all those pedals through the front of my amplifiers, my actual tube amps, so y'all really hear something. But for now, it's through the front of my Axe-Fx. My Axe-Fx is running it's a 5153 emulation with DV77 impulses, which just sound gnarly. It sounds very fat, sounds quite tight. I love the sound, and for some reason, there we go. My guitar batteries are dying, so bear with me on that, I guess. I completely forgot to change them. We'll make it through. We'll do just fine. So we're gonna tweak these, and naturally we're gonna set everything to 0. Right now, my settings to get that tone are volume right at about the 2 o'clock, in between 2:30. Let's call it that. 2:30. Gain is right at about 8 o'clock. Bass is right at 9 o'clock. Middle is right at about noon. And treble's just all the way up. I have it set to the blue mode because that's just what made it sound good. To me, anyway. So, we're going to get to that. That's going to be very annoying, unplugging and plugging this guitar back in. I'm going to turn all the knobs down, except for the volume knob. That doesn't need to be messed with, right? You're not going to hear a tonal difference from that, really. Just what I preferred it set at. Now, we're going to hear a big tonal difference because of this gate, so I'm going to crank the gate down. There we go. So we're not pumping nearly as much volume through there, so it's not going to open up the threshold of that gate, but the whole point is to push this a little bit to get it going. So, anyway, yikes, this is going to be annoying, so bear with me on this. So, here we go. I'm going to start setting up some of this. At noon, because why not? Annoying. Down to red. And here we go again. Don't know why it started doing it now. See, that's just... It doesn't do this at all. I've been playing this guitar for like an hour. I throw in just a little bit of gain because it really, if you notice... Let me show you the difference here. Ugh. And then with it just slightly up. Cool, and my camera froze. Man, everything is literally working against me. What is going on today? That's very, very, very annoying in the middle of this video. I'm sorry about this, guys. It seems... everything's trying to stop me from recording today. And that's been kind of frustrating, to be honest. Hopefully that doesn't happen again either. I don't understand it, to be honest. Okay, here we go. I wonder how much of that it captured. That's just kind of how I like the pedal in general. Of course, dial up that gate a bit. And yeah, that's a pretty good chuggy tone, I'd say. I'd say that's pretty good. So what does this sound like by itself? Actually, it doesn't sound like a boost pedal at all by itself. To be honest, it really is the green channel off this Revv. I mean, that's what it's supposed to be, and that is a more of a clean-ish, dirty-ish channel, an overdriven channel, but not an overdrive pedal. You'll see what I'm saying here. Turn all this... Use the Revv setting here that I... Crank that bottom end up a little bit and... I feel like that's how these Revv pedals are supposed to be set up naturally. I should demonstrate this in the later video, but it just seems that it's set for some reason to 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock on the bass, 9 o'clock on mids, 9 o'clock on treble. I don't know why it's like this. I'll demonstrate it with like, I'll just show you. Like, all down. All at noon. See how harsh it comes up? So you back this off, and it's not completely terrible, like right there at all by any means. But there's still a bit of tinniness, and the bass is just a little too much. So it's strange to me. Man, this thing is just dying faster and faster. Guitar's not even wanting to work with me at all. It's frustrating. But yeah. And now as for the switch, I don't notice it a lot on this pedal. Oh, no, I lied. I do notice it a lot. And then just off is just like a very less intense. It's like less intense to more intensity. I feel like on the purple Revv, it is that, but it's also, it's a little different. It feels like different, like, I don't know how to describe it. Almost different voicings from the red to the blue. But on this G2, it feels like it's just like another gain stage, or something like that, or just like more intensity or something. Like I don't know. I really like the blue for the boost part, but the red, obviously, when it by itself, if you're just playing this pedal by itself, it's just like... The pedal in general sounds great, honestly, and by itself too. crank that volume up. I don't know. I think, and sorry, it cut out because it died, but I also wanted to stop playing there anyway. I think it sounds really, really good by itself. A lot better by itself, actually, than I think the purple pedal sounds by itself. Ooh, that's going to be controversial coming out and all right. Though, doing this with the purple pedal was so sick. And you use the main, you have the purple pedal drive. I'll give you some spoilers. You want to use the purple pedal all the way up so the purple pedals sound better. You boost it with this thing. You have the volume, I think, at about noon or something like that. And oh, it was cool. It was really cool, actually. Something you can't do on the amplifier, obviously, because the green channel cannot boost the purple channel. So it was kind of cool to throw them together and see what kind of tone you could make out of them. And you can make some cool tones with the pedals. In fact, if you're like, oh, I'll just get a Revv 100 or 120 and not worry about the pedals at all, the pedals are different than the channels. I mean, their circuitry's the same. It's supposed to give off that same goodness, but it's solid state versus tube, and they do sound wildly different. If you don't believe me, Trey Xavier of Gear Gods, if you haven't heard of that guy somehow, I don't know how you made it to my channel without knowing who he is, but if somehow you did, or maybe you didn't know he made this video, he plugs the G3 pedal, not this one, but the good old purpley here, plugs right on into the channel there, into the effects loop, and compares both the purple channel and the purple pedal. Obviously, the purple channel blew the purple pedal away. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. These are $200 pedals. The amp itself is like $4,000. I mean, but what do you know, you're going to get a little bit of, not that dollar means anything, don't get me wrong, I understand that, but I'm just saying of that level of craftsmanship, because here's the thing, these pedals are insanely good. They are insanely good. I am not kidding when I say I love this freaking pedal, and I love the green pedal here. But when you're getting the bigger, better version made from the same guys, I mean, it's a no-brainer. And Trey kind of proves it unintentionally. He thought it would make the exact same sound. It didn't quite do that. But it's still a gnarly sound. So he compares them both, and that's really, really cool. I'd love to do that one day, to be honest, but we'll see about that. But putting these pedals together, and especially if you were to, I don't know if you'd want to boost the purple channel with the purple pedal, but you could. And that would be neat. But at least the green pedal, if you don't have this Revv green pedal for your Revv amp, I think you're missing out. I'll be honest, I really do. Because this is a cool freaking pedal. It's probably, I don't know that I love it more than my TS9 for a boost. And I don't know that I love it more than the Horizon or even the Angry Troll. The Angry Troll is sick. Mainly because I don't typically go for the super modern tones. I go for what my using Kettner Warp X is. Something like that. So it is one of those things. I'm going to try this through my Warp X, and that'll be a fun video, guys. We're definitely going to do that. It's one of these pedals that it gets you probably the most modern tone. I'll be honest, actually. I actually do think I like it more than the Precision Drive, and I just did a review on it, and I like the Precision Drive. One thing I actually don't like about the Precision Drive, why is that power supply spot there? That sucks. I don't like that at all. That really sucks. The way these pedals are actually built are superior. 100% to me. Everything being up here at the top, all that, that's where that should be. That's absolutely where that should be. I can get these pedals right next to each other, touching with them there like that. So, yeah, that's exactly where they should be, in my opinion. A lot of people like their pedals the way they normally are with them sideways. I don't know why this Noise Killer has the jacks one way up here and one down here. To me, that doesn't make any sense at all. I don't like that design, but it is what it is. This is designed for a pedal board, in my opinion, the way that it should be. I'm going to not blind you guys so much here. There we go. Now it's a little bit more pleasing to probably look at for the last couple seconds of the video. So all in all, this is one of the most unique pedals I've ever had. And that's the same with the Precision Drive, or unique boosts I've ever had. Same with the Precision Drive, okay? These two are probably the most, well, and the Angry Troll. Yeah, I would say those three are just so unbelievably unique. It's crazy, the difference between all three of them. If you're a modern player, I would get this over the Precision Drive, I'll be honest. I would probably get this over the Precision Drive. It's got so many different things. This is a modded TS-808. You can make it sound like a TS-808, but you cannot make a TS-808 sound like this. There was a guy on Facebook that was telling me it's just, I got ripped off for buying this because it's a modded TS-808, and I'm like, look, a modded TS-808 is different than a TS-808. Look at the Keeley mod for the TS-808. It's killer. It's freaking awesome. Unfortunately, you will never be able to make a TS-808 sound like the Keeley mod. You'll never be able to make a TS-808 sound like this unless you physically do the work inside on the board, and I'm not an electrician. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a programmer. This is a very unique pedal. I love this pedal. It is the least noisy overdrive pedal. So, all in all, to put one pedal over the other, it's really hard to do that. But man, is that G2 pedal just so good. I think I do like it more than the Precision Drive, actually. I really do. More than any other boost. I won't go that far. I like my boosts. I like the TS9. I know that's so unoriginal of me, right? But we'll see for now, because I'm going to do some comparisons on all these boosts, and we'll see where that goes. But anyway, I don't know. If you guys like this video, please give a thumbs up and all that. If you think my arguments were bad, please tell me in the comments down below. Or if you wanted me to do something different with it, or shoot, if you just didn't like the video at all, just tell me why. I'll be more than happy to listen. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.